Hello and welcome to Air Signs for March. Today we're going to be reading for Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. So I'm Solreta Antaria. You'll also see me over on the Beyond Mystic channel on Beyond Reality, which is weekly on, I think it's Tuesday afternoon. Hello to those of you joining us. I've been looking forward to reading for the air signs. I love my air signs. You guys are such beautiful characters. You make the world such a amazing creative place as well. So let's have a look into air signs. And before we do, for anyone wanting to book a personal session, we've got the 10% off down the bottom with the little discount code ASTRO. So if you type the 10% code into the bookings, then you'll receive 10% off total amount. So these readings today are general. So that's more if you want something very specific. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. So today we're going to start with Libra. So this applies to your sun, moon, and also your rising sign. But you can also look into if your Venus sign is in Libra as well, then this also could apply to you. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's about love. It's also to do with balance, forgiveness. So let's have a look into what cards coming up for the rest of March for Libra. I don't know about you guys, but it was so hard to sleep last night. I think I had maybe 3 hours sleep. So there's some crazy activity happening around the world at the moment and also around Australia. I saw some of my clients posting some things. Wow, we have a lot of cards come out for, how many have we got? 6 cards come out for Libra. I think this is the most out of all of the signs that I've read for so far. So far we've done Earth and then we have done water. So if you guys have sun, moon, or rising in any of those signs, please go make sure, or your Venus, please make sure to go and check them out. And I see that we have Peggy has Libra sun. So thank you for joining us. Hi, Greg. And hi, Mohammed. Lovely to see you guys too. So let's have a look into what the month of March brings for Libra. So what I actually feel that's really interesting, speaking of this air energy that we're talking about, I feel this mind energy come up between worlds. So there might be a lot on the mind for Libras at the moment. There might be a lot that you guys are weighing up, a lot that you're thinking about in regards to future. It just almost feels like, yes, my head's in the clouds, but it also feels like it's not a bad thing to kind of be in the clouds at the moment. The other thing that I'm tuning in and receiving information for some of you Libras is clairaudience also hanging around, which also kind of relates to that element of air. So yeah, pay attention to your psychic senses at the moment, Libra. I do feel that it is a time of deep attunement, deep intuition. So yeah, be open to receiving more gifts. Oh, and I see Greg is also talking about sleeping too. So let's just see what else we have for beautiful Libra. I think I had this come up for Pisces too. There's a bit of creative energy. It was either Pisces or Cancer the other day. Just feeling like a lot of arts, a lot of feeling inspired, a lot of creativity. So let's flip over these cards. So this is interesting. I can see a little bit of the heaviness of the mind. You guys are focused on brighter things to come. So please keep trekking in that direction. But what we see is the card of completion. Now, this could be for some of you around relationships, and it is Aries and Venus. We also have the Taurus energy with Prince of Disc, and we see here with the Chariot. So he might be moving forward, moving away from something. What we're also just getting now is, we've got the Death card as the next one, but I feel for some of you, it's not necessarily like an ending to do with relationships, but it might be choosing yourself is what I more feel. So it could be about that personal inner transformation. So yeah, take what resonates. But what we also see with him is this 5D sphere with the cube inside of it. And we see that he's sort of got like everything packed, but it almost looks like thought forms and emotions and like more of the mental goings on. We then have the Death card, which is transformation. Now, sometimes with this, it is a bit of the phoenix rising from the ashes that we see here. So you guys could be going through creative inspiration, but it might be more around re-imaging yourself, because you guys are ruled by Venus too. So it might be changing your hair. It might be, doing different things like that. And I think, what moon phase are we in? We're going to be on Aries new moon. So at the moment, it's not necessarily the best timing for changing hair and big dramatic changes, because we are purging out this Virgo full moon still, but we are sort of building up towards getting to new moon very, very soon, just next week. So next week could be the mark of things that are starting. It could be like powerful new beginnings, just looking at some of my notes, clarity, new commitment. So this could be the commitment to self that we were talking about. It's also looking into a deeper dive around your emotions and things too, because this is also Scorpio energy. We also have the Hanged Man, which for me comes with the saying, we can't solve a problem from the same level of which it's created. We see that there's expansion needed, that there's growth needed. Whatever was fulfilling you guys last year, it might not be fulfilling you guys as much this year. So you might feel this insatiable hunger for something more, something deeper, more romance, more passion, because you guys are ruled by Venus. But we also see this a little bit of breaking out of the matrix too. And we also have the card 10 of Wands, which is the card of oppression. So anything that's going to be holding or kind of, restricting might not feel so good. For some of you, you might actually need a little bit of that, but more when it comes towards your own path, just not from other people, is what I'm picking up for you guys. We also have 9 of Disc. So this is Virgo energy. And with this, we also see that it is Venus too. So with this, the Virgo, Virgo full moon that we just had too, you might even feel a little bit of a cycle completion by the end of this month, that you've sort of come full circle and have a deeper understanding of who you are and a deeper understanding of how things resonate. For those joining, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you are, friends, or if you're even watching for someone else who is an air sign, maybe send them a little link so they can catch up. So we've just gone through the first part of Libra. Let's get some clarifying cards. And who else is a Libra in the audience too? Libra, I'm never sure what to say. All right, let's have a look and see what else is coming up for Libra. And we just had a stack of cards fall out. So these ones I do flip over, and we have 4 cards. Let's have a look. Wow. So this is literally where we said before around commitment and around clarifying and clarity and new beginnings and things too. This could be quite a powerful one. You guys kind of know what you want. So March, and I just got goosebumps and kind of like this solid, like, yes, type feel with this Queen of Pentacles. We then have the 9 of Wands. So you guys are aware, you're aware of hurts, you're aware of like what you've come up against, you're aware of like all of your the shape they're giving me is like undulations. So you're aware of like all the dips and the turns and the twists and that life has to bring. But you guys are kind of like, you know what? I've experienced this. This is who I am. This is what I want. And I feel like there's this like inner empowerment where I want to like beat my chest and kind of, sing to the universe. We also have the Emperor energy. So with you guys showing up and really affirming what it is that you want, others are also starting to show up around you. Oh, and we have Peggy, you have Libra Sun, Virgo Moon, and Pisces Rising. So we have done your Virgo Moon and Pisces. So make sure to check those out. I just uploaded those ones the other day. They were really lovely too. Oh, cool. Yvette, we have a Gemini here. So we're going to be reading for Gemini a little bit later in the show. I have a Gemini rising. I love Geminis. My mum, who's a twin, is the Gemini. So we also have the Chariot. So for Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, it feels like some of you have gone through, relationship-wise, a lot of tests, a lot of triumphs. I also feel that this is almost like a personal, and I'm just getting like, where we said before, clairaudience, I'm actually getting like a ping in the ears. So for those of you that resonate with this relationship energy or relate to where it's a coming in of your own power, you guys might particularly be getting the downloads, the high pitches, the pings, the deafness. So pay attention to all of the signs. Some of you might get, things like feathers and that. Hey, Ben, lovely to see you here too. And we've got the Chariot. So you guys might be changing direction, but it's moving forward towards something better. So let's just pick another round and see what it is that you're moving forward towards with something better. You love Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands, Spirit is literally saying, yes, we can move towards new love, new options, but have you cut your past patterns? Have you cut the ties to the patterns that have come up in the relationships or in your thinking, in your way that you're interacting with people, with relationships, with family, with friends? Let's flip over these other cards. They've given us quite a few. This is so interesting. Spirit is literally giving you guys an invitation to make a change. So I would make the commitments to self. Oh, awesome, Ben, your Aquarius moon. That's cool. We're doing Aquarius next, so stay tuned. Oh, and Greg, Aquarius, Cancer, Leo. Beautiful combination there. So soulful. So yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles, I do feel this is about making a commitment to self, making new habits that will keep you in check, that will, perhaps help with not being such a people pleaser, because a few of you are empaths too in this Libra energy. So I do feel it's not about bending over backwards to please others. When you guys make that commitment to self, we have Ace of Wands show up with a brand new beginning. This opens up a whole new journey, a whole new path for you guys. So I'm really excited for my Libras out there. This feels like really good, positive change, movement forward. Be aware of not repeating the past. I feel is the major lesson for you guys this month. And, this could even be not repeating the past in regards to like what you choose, or in regards to like karmic patterns and people that also have that karmic connection. So we want to also pick from the Star Tarot, and I'm just popping some of these other cards back. And my Prince of Dis decided to sneak away into the other deck. I must have put him in that one. So that Prince of Disc is choosing what you want going forth, choosing what you want to create in the world. It does represent that, sort of similar, making that commitment. And Valerie, hey Valerie, we have a Libra sun here as well. This is good. Okay, if you're just catching it now, it'd be great to rewind later and to watch what we've just said for Libra, but we're still picking a couple of cards for Libra. So let's have a look into the Star Tarot. Oh, and there is cards falling out. So let's see what we've got for Libra Sun. Okay, we've got 3 cards. The one that fell out is Princess of Cups. So we're getting a little bit of the same message. So this is really making sure that your relationships, or I want to say situationships, I just heard Spirit say that they're really serving you, because a lot of you guys have such a beautiful heart with this Venus energy, and you're so loving and so forgiving that a lot of you are just giving, and you're really running low on fuel. So please make sure to top up this tank, because look how beautiful and inspiring this Princess of Cups is. When you literally give to yourself first, you're able to give to everyone and to the world. We also have the Moon card and Knight of Pentacles. There could be a little bit of romantic interest that hasn't perhaps spoken their feelings towards you. So this is really interesting. I also feel this is getting in touch with your intuition around certain characters that could be in the peripheral, whether it is people that are not saying things but you're getting vibes, or whether it's like past lovers. I just feel like there's a lot of like different scenarios and situations for my Libra energies at the moment, whereas some signs it really feels like you guys are going through a collective shift altogether, where I guess for Libra, we can be the same as Gemini, like a little bit here and there, and doing 2 opposite things at once. So it makes sense why we're getting that kind of feel too. So let's have a look into the Universal Love deck, which is one of my favorite decks by Tony Carmine Salerno. And let's have a look what we get for you guys for this month. We got an Oracle card for some advice. And we have emergence. So definitely pay attention to what you are letting go of. You are breaking patterns. I just heard the word breaking hearts along the way. So hopefully not breaking too many hearts, especially not your own. But yeah, look at this beautiful emergence, this goddess with her head and her body turned towards the light and towards the sun, things that illuminate and radiate and call kind of her into her power, into her strength. But check out these rainbows. This is just I love his art. He's literally my favorite artist. So let's have a look into this book so that I can tell you exactly what it says. So with Emergence, and this is the name of the deck, Universal Love Healing Oracle, and it is by Tony Carmine Salerno, who is also a local here in Melbourne, a beautiful man. So it says, your true divine nature is emerging. It may feel as though you are really being thrust into unfamiliar territory. This can be daunting and a scary experience. The angel in this card is asking you to trust. Realize you will never be given more than you can handle. Angelic forces are at work behind the scenes and will guide you. There is no need to stress. Your angels will carry you upon their wings. Trust. You have the power to emerge from this experience enriched on all levels. So a beautiful card. Oh, and Greg just said the same thing. Over here, we say jinx when people say the same thing at the same time. It's a game my kids play. All right, so that's what I have for Libra. Let's move on to Aquarius. And we will have a look at what's coming up for the month of March for my beautiful Aquariuses. And do we have any Aquarius in the audience? And Aquarius is actually one of the signs. Oh, hey, John. Lovely to see you here. Oh, and hey, Dave. And hey, Milda. And hey, other John. So with this, with Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Uranus, or Uranus, whichever language you prefer, but this is kind of like about initiation. It's a light bringer. It's about tech and the unusual when it comes to Aquarius. So Aquarius's role is to illuminate, and it's that beautiful version of the star card reaching to the heavens and flowing her information and knowledge and wisdom onto the earth. So with Aquarius, for me, she represents someone who holds this deep connection to spirit, to higher self, to God, the universe, and she's kind of like a vessel to the divine, bringing her knowledge. So we're just bringing some cards in for my gorgeous Aquariuses, and we've got 4 cards. So for those of you just watching, we are going to feel into these cards and just see what comes up. We'll also be picking from a few different decks too. So what I see with Aquarius, I'm actually getting like a lot of yellow, which to me is like study, education, learning type energy, mental energy. But then I'm seeing flowers. I'm seeing daisies. So daisies for me are usually a representation of innocence, of youth, but also kind of like that childlike play and wonderment. So let's have another feel into this. Yeah, I'm seeing green energy come up for you guys too. So many signs like with heart energy at the moment. And I think because that's so cool, Ben. And yes, you are a star card. So with this, let's see what else we get. And you're always bringing the wisdom with your intuition. Let's see what else we feel with this. I actually feel like for some of you guys, it's a little bit similar to how we said with Libra, kind of sitting in that other space. Yeah, marigold is also really beautiful. That's also a card, a flower related to Leo. Now, with some of you guys, this could even be related to flower essences. So when we look into flowers as, frequency or vibrational healing tools or vibrational healing medicine, they can really help us shift through emotional things. So I'm going to flip the cards, find out also what this other dimensional side of things is about. Now, what we have here is with Aquarius energy, it does look like you guys are kind of fighting some things off in the astral. So what I mean by this is we've got the card of oppression. We had this come up for Libra too. So I was feeling that similar energy of things trying to sort of get in the road or get in the way. But what we have is 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups is my superstring theory, quantum physics, parallel universe card. So with this, it's Sun and Scorpio. We also have Saturn and Sag come up with the 10 of Wands. So you might be finishing off some lessons and different things, putting up your boundaries, your borders, after maybe perhaps feeling like a little bit pushed too far. We do have 5 of Cups as well. So for a few of you, you might be kind of diving into a little bit of escapism. So good time to explore astral journeys, astral travel, things of this sort of nature, traveling in the other realms. Well, let's just say that. The other thing that we also have is the Hermit. So it definitely feels like a little bit of retreating from society for a little bit. Let's get some other cards. I'm hearing the word take stock. So there's a lot of Scorpio energy here. I definitely would be like really reassessing like what it is that you're feeling on a deeper level too. So there might be some things that you want to purge and get rid of before we step into this Aries new moon that'll be on the 22nd. Oh, thank you, John. Hi, everyone. So happy you're here. If you like this, hit the like and forward to your friends. Thank you so much. You're always such a good reminder in doing that too. And we've also got Greg saying, yeah, a lot of astral work. It is voluntary though. And that's so true. So let's have a look at what other messages we've got. But yeah, there's parallel versions of yourselves coming in is what I see with this, but you guys have to make sure to do the protection. So let's have a look what we have come up with the cards. These ones we will flip over and see what we have. So I'm using the Thoth deck today, or Toth, depending on what part of the world you're from. And the right away. Now we are totally getting a message about you guys working in the other realms. So Four of Swords, it is a card kind of like meeting point of a crossroad and truce energy. With the Four of Swords, it does represent healing, but for me, it represents going into higher mind, going into parallel realities. And we see that the hands are over the heart. We also see this higher dimensional frequency that we have here. That's so cool that you've said that, because I've got an interview that we're organizing to do with fighting and going on missions in astral realms with Carrie. So Carrie and I are going to do a show shortly, which is organizing times. But look at this. Some of you guys are spiritual warriors. So you might literally be cleaning up things that have been holding us in oppression and holding us in this death stalemate energy. So you guys, as much as you're helping to kind of like purge the old program, Aquarius, you're also bringing the new shift, and you're bringing us into this beautiful spiritual warriorhood. So there's a little bit of similar energy that we get, with Libra. Let's have a look what else they want to show us. So we've got Eight of Discs, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Queen of Pentacles. You guys are coming into your power. Like, this is not just like practice or a game anymore. It is game on in terms of like what you guys are doing in the other realms. So you guys have planted the seeds for this new energy, this shift, this new realm. And I'm just getting you strongly, Ben, as well, like as we're talking about this. So you guys have definitely planted the seeds to be able to shift into this higher power that we have. Look at this. All of the higher selves are coming in. You guys are literally getting superpowers is what we're seeing. So pay attention to your dreams. Definitely like do a journal, take notes, that side of things. And let's have a look. I feel like they want, what do they want? Okay, different deck. Let's have a look what we have. Okay, we've got 3 cards. I forget the name of this deck. It's got an angel on the front, but let's have a look. There's a lot of cards in this one. So we have 10 of Fire, which is the 10 of Wands again. So we had that come up before, and yeah, really activating lately. That's what I was feeling. It's the 8 of Disc energy. You've planted the seeds, and like all of your, I guess, skills and things are coming online. All of the buttons are switching on is what I'm seeing. Oh, look at this, what Peggy's saying too. I felt like I've been working elsewhere early in the night and resting deep sleep the rest of the night. I've been sleeping 10 to 12 hours. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I've been on the other side of it, only sleeping a couple of hours each night. So it's definitely busy in the other realms at the moment. But this is what we have for Aquarius. So the 10 of Fire, and we have release. So yeah, just make sure you guys aren't getting too exhausted in these other realms. And the Hermit. So we're definitely retreating to some other realm, is what we're seeing with Aquarius energy. You guys are doing the work more than a lot of the other signs, too. It's not to say that we don't have individuals that are standing up and thriving like with this work, but you guys, like overall, as a collective consciousness, are banding together to do this work. So let's see what else we have with the Star Tarot. They're just telling me to get one card. We've got Eight of Swords. This is mentally you guys breaking out of the matrix. It's the butterfly or the eagle within like that cocoon type space. And you guys are realizing you've got wings, that you can fly, that you do have freedom. So it's a really beautiful energy. It also represents exiting like your limitations and anything that like might be your own mental prison. So it's not necessarily what we would say is, a prison created by someone else. It usually is like more from your own subconscious mind. So take stock on like, what is it that's holding you back and different things. The other thing that we also have is Two of Cups come up. So connect with others that are doing this sort of work also feels like of great importance. There might also be relationship connections for some of Aquarius at the moment. But yeah, there's my Eight of Swords. And let's have a look into the Universal Love deck, the Healing Oracle. And they're just giving me 2 cards from this deck. That's so interesting. Reflection. There's you guys working on the other realms, as above, so below, and creativity, which this kind of looks like a beautiful astral realm, don't you think? It's gorgeous, this picture. Similar to Emergence that we had for Libra too. Can you see the parallel differences with some of the Libra energies and some of the Aquarius that we've been talking about? And I see, you said your empathic Leo, Ben is saying, comes to you every night now. I think that we are both doing things. Here's psychic, I'm sure of it. Yeah, a lot of the Leos, like they're not quite known for psychic gifts and abilities, but they actually have like a lot of strong spiritual fire. I'm actually a Leo too, and I know a lot of other readers that are Leo that have YouTube channels. So let's see what we have. That is the cards for my beautiful Aquarius. And I would love to hear back, like in the comments, even if you're viewing this later, if you guys have been doing like a lot of lucid dreaming, astral travel. Oh, and I'm seeing Peggy also say, oh, and Greg. So yeah, that Dawn Matrix keeps trying to pull me back in. And Peggy is saying, yeah, exactly. I've been actually levitating and flying in my dreams a lot lately. That is really cool. And I know that a lot of you are connecting in dreams. I'm having people contact me saying I'm appearing in dreams and things too. So I think we're all kind of catching up in dreams. Yeah, that deck, it definitely is amazing. So let's have a look for my beautiful Gemini. And with Gemini, this is like, it's ruled by not only the mind, but it's ruled by Mercury, which then rules the mind. So with this mercurial type energy, you guys sometimes can get into similar thought processes like my beautiful Virgos, where you might obsess over things a little bit or kind of like, repeat different stories or play out different scenarios. So this sign of Gemini is more kind of connected to the twins, to selfless service, and to kind of understanding. So you guys have like really quick, fast thinking minds. You're very much like inventors and people that are trying to work things out. So let's have a look. Oh, I love that. Ben is having dreams with new wings attached. Funny you say that, because I was feeling a lot of heat the other day in my back and felt some wings. So let's have a look for our gorgeous Geminis, and make sure to catch the fire signs later. All day I've been like, oh, I wonder what's happening for fire signs. So I'm excited to see what's going to come up. So remember, if your sun, moon, or ascendant is Gemini or your Cancer sign. Oh, hey, Sarah. Oh, cool. You're just in time for Gemini. I'm just picking the first round of cards for Gemini and sending love to you and your beautiful family as well. So we've got our 4 cards just down here to start with. So we'll feel into these. And this is interesting. I actually feel like a quietening come in for Gemini at the moment. Not to say that all Geminis will feel this, so please take what resonates. But I actually feel this like quiet, calm awareness. I actually feel like you guys have risen up out of a lot of the chatter and a lot of the Mercury mental energy. And it feels like you guys have progressed to that next elevation or next stage. So some of you might be already going through some of the ascension process before a lot. So let's fill into these cards again. The other thing that I just saw kind of like drift in is, and this is pretty specific for some people, I saw Saturn come in. So if you guys are going through like a Saturn return, hey, Don, lovely to see you on here. And oh, thank you, beautiful. That's so sweet. So yeah, if you guys are feeling like Saturn energy coming in with your Gemini, maybe have a look if you've got a Saturn return. Now, traditionally, Saturn return is around 28. I sort of see it start to come into readings when someone's around 27. I usually see it sort of finished and final by 30, 33 at the latest. So if you guys have that influence at the moment and you're a Gemini, this might be having like a heavier feel. I'm just feeling that for a couple of you. So let's flip these cards over. Yeah, so some of you are going through great change. We're definitely getting where a lot of you have made that evolutionary leap. Knight of Wands, which is my card. I feel you, babe. I'm 43 this year in August. So yeah. But you know what? We get the wisdom. So that's the best thing. And there's no way you look 46 at all. So yeah, Knight of Wands. This is an energy, not just the traditional way of like running full steam ahead. For me, Spirit calls this the Tony Robbins card. And I know I say this on almost every show, but Spirit is like so knuckled down on this analogy. So what we have with this, you guys have been purging and letting go of so much over this year, especially. We have the card of positive change. This is Capricorn and Jupiter energy. You guys are like growing and expanding at such a fast rate right now, is what I'm seeing. We also have the Prince of Disc, which I think we had him come up for Libra too. So a few of my air signs are going through similar themes or having like a few kind of like, there must be something in the air, as we say. But yeah, with Prince of Disc, we can see you guys are forging ahead, but you're forging ahead towards an ending. But we know with the ending, there's a new beginning. So also this applies to the Aries new moon that we're coming into next week on the 22nd. So with this, we all have choice when it comes to this card. It is that juggling effect of the two discs. But when I look at it in this way, it's like running and jumping through this portal. So it's making a choice. Now, with my Geminis, and I'm a Gemini ascendant or a Gemini rising, we can get so indecisive. We can get overwhelmed, bogged down by the details, by the information, by the Mercury energy. So it really is about tuning into your heart, tuning into your gut. So let's pick some other cards to go with this and see. Oh, the other thing, how beautiful is this mansion that we're calling in and manifesting down the middle bottom of this card. We also see the Kundalini energy. What's interesting is we can see her trying to block the activation coming in from this solar disc looking eye. So there might be Kundalini activation for a few of you as well. So really playing with that. Could also be good for those of you, and I have had some clients where it's fully activated on a serious level lately, Earth. So if you're getting too much heat, too much of the heat waves coming through your body, Earth, or put your hands onto the ground or to trees. So let's have a look what we have. I'll flip these ones over. And yeah, we have this same energy where there's something going on the other side. There's lots that you're thinking about in terms of, should I be this character or this character? Should I go this way or that way? We've got a lot of that frequency. Now, I do feel that this is also looking at things in regards to future. We have where you're more focused on happiness and on outcomes and really kind of investing in self at the moment. This card can represent hope. It can represent happiness. We also sort of see that it's a little bit around self-preservation. It is, I'm just trying to get the vision of it. I think it might be Piscean or Cancerian. No, I think it's Piscean energy with Jupiter, if I can visualize the symbol correctly. So it's a flow down effect. It's getting all your ducks in a row. It's like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, we're allowing all that flow to take place, to happen. This is kind of quietening your mind so that you can go on this journey. So for a few of you, you might literally be having like an ending and going on a journey, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's with career. But I do feel it's setting up a new way of thinking. Now, for those of you that watch me read, with my Six of Swords, it is kind of where we're viewing the other part of us from just the other side of the veil. So there will be a new journey once you start to feel into the groove of who you are in that other side of things. So yeah, feel into the main character energy of this, start to feel it come in, because it's going to open new doors. And I'll just get another round of cards. Oh, wow. This is cool, guys. So what we have is Two of Disc, which we had before. So we have two twos of disc. So there is a lot of choice. It literally is that Gemini energy. Which world do I pick? We do see the boat going with the flow in the background though. So it doesn't feel too serious. I feel like if you guys can relax and not put a lot of mental exhaustion into it, we go with the flow a lot more. So this is more of like a destiny card and balance coming in from the universe. So I feel that she's trying to come in to give you the messages to really to try and stop juggling everything. We have Seven of Swords. Now, what's interesting is this will usually be around deceptive kind of dodgy characters. What I see though with this is actually more, how do you say, it's like being the guardian of your own mind. It's really noticing when you have your own kind of negative thoughts come up. And we talked about this with one of the other signs too, that it's like canceling the, what was the term they gave? Canceling the episode. It's like a pilot episode. So you guys might also be going through a little bit of this at the moment. They're just guiding me towards one of the other decks. Let's see. They want the Star Tarot. So we'll just put some of these other ones away. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and share this with some of your other Gemini friends and family. Let's see. We've got Star Tarot. I even see some Geminis working with things like levitation and with telekinesis, like moving things with the mind. Now, that'd probably be like quite a select little group, but I'm seeing things rocking and rolling a little bit back and forth. So you guys might be able to get the handle on this. I'm also just getting a vision of, it's a documentary, I think it's called Becoming Supernatural or Supernatural. I think it might be on Gaia. I think it's also on YouTube. So I'm going to flip these cards over. King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. You guys need to speak up around what it is that you want, because no one's a mind reader is what we're getting with this. But we do also see that there's a deeper level of love and respect for yourself, and really kind of speaking up and defending yourself too. So it's a beautiful energy. I feel that you are actually putting yourself first for a change, which, a lot of Geminis don't always do, or you can really, be too kind of excited about things. So let's have a look what else we have in terms of universal love. We'll see what cards come up. We have balance, which, Gemini, there you are. You're in your own reading. So it's a beautiful energy. We do have where a few of you have perhaps been trodden on, disrespected, perhaps even cheated on, or had your heart broken. This for me, when I get a Three of Swords, sorrow, or swords through a heart type energy, usually it also, for me, will represent the throat chakra too, and speaking up and validating like your feeling, not just being stuck in the mind about things. But look at this. When you release that, we get miracles. I'm actually going to read this one. Spirit's telling me to read. Oh my God, I knew this would happen. I just picked it up and straight away I just had this feel like I was on the page. It almost feels like a hit is what you get psychically. It's like a feel like that. So we landed right on the miracles page. When this happens and we receive a message from spirit, or we pick a card and then we get it secondary or sometimes even third, this is spirit's way of like really knuckling down and going, we need to pay attention to this. So a miracle is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. Give thanks for the gift that you are about to receive, knowing that you deserve it. Remember, little miracles occur each moment. Even though so often we don't take notice, you will notice this one. Something that you have secretly yearned for will manifest. This will have a positive impact on your life. And I actually really feel spirit coming in greatly to support a lot of you guys with this. So definitely keep asking for your guides and angels that love you unconditionally to show up to help assist with this transition and the hard decisions that you guys have to make at the moment. But yeah, I just wanted to send my love to you guys. I love you all so much. And thank you for watching the air signs. We have fire coming up in about an hour and 20 minutes. So please make sure to catch the fire signs. We'll be reading for Sagittarius, for Leo, and Aries. And if you're watching this after, please make sure to view your sun, moon, rising, and you can also watch your Venus sign as well. 10% off using the Astro code for those of you that would like a more detailed, personalized reading with me, where we can really look into love, career, starseed side of things, the ETs, paranormal, spirit guide side of things, and also looking into quantum jumping you into the best and highest version of yourself and your life. So that is a lot of fun to do too. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate the like, shares, and subscribes.